Hi, I'm Robin Egbert.
I'm Donna Wallachy.
And I'm Christina McGannon.
In the past 10 years, more and more women have joined the ranks of hunters, with data showing a 25% increase between 2005 and 2011.
Census Bureau statistics confirms that in 2011, 11% of all hunters were women, as opposed to only 9% in 2006.
And the number of female hunters is expected to increase by 43% from 2010 to 2030.
Research from the National Sporting Goods Association showed that women have a significant impact on hunting and shooting sports. In 2005, studies showed that more than 3 million women across the United States identified themselves as hunters, compared to a mere 1.2 million in 2001.
Through our presentation, we hope to give you a brief introduction to women and hunting.
Our goal is to answer your questions of who, what, where, when, why, and how about a sport that we are very passionate about.
Who are today's female hunters? And what demographic profile accurately represents the over 3 million young girls and female hunters within the United States today? Honestly, there is none. We are young, middle-aged, and seniors. We are tall, short, thin, and full-figured. Some of us wear makeup when we hunt, and some do not. We are mothers, grandmothers, sisters, aunts, and daughters. We are single, married, and divorced. We are each unique unto ourselves and hunt in clothing from the Walmart clearance section to the female-specific hunting apparel that have been tailored for a more custom fit to the female body. We are corporate business owners, stay-at-home moms, college and high school students. We come from all walks of life, all financial backgrounds, and with a varied knowledge and experience of and in the sport. So, what then is the profile of today's female hunter? It is our love for the outdoors, our passion for the sport, and our understanding for conservation. And although we may enter contests here and there, we are never really in competition with each other, as we are supportive of each other every single day, both in and out of the woods.
Once you've made the decision to join one of the fastest growing segments of the outdoor sporting industry, the question at hand would be, what can I and do I want to hunt? New Jersey offers a diverse variety of quality game that can satisfy and test the skills from a novice hunter right up to the expert hunter with years of experience and knowledge. Some of the species you might consider hunting in New Jersey are white-tailed deer, eastern turkey, black bear, pheasant, quail, fox, coyote, groundhog, squirrels, rabbits, crows,
Ducks, raccoon, and geese.
New Jersey offers both male and female hunters more than 750,000 acres of public land available to hunt, consisting of a variety of habitats. From hardwoods to rolling hills, this public land is open for all to utilize for wildlife-oriented recreation. The New Jersey Natural Lands Trust also offers over 26,000 acres of open space in its natural state for enjoyment by the public. Deer hunting is allowed in many of the Trust's preserves with written authorization, which can be obtained through internet registration. You can also join a variety of hunting clubs for a yearly fee, and in exchange, these clubs lease property for their members to hunt on. Private property is hard to come by for many, but knocking on doors and asking permission is the best way to obtain premier hunting property.
Sometime around the end of August, New Jersey's Division of Fish and Wildlife issues their Hunting and Trapping Digest both online and in print. You can obtain a copy of the physical compendium at just about any of the hunting and sporting goods stores. This booklet contains the seasons for each of the species you can hunt in New Jersey, as well as the regulations for those species. It contains zone maps for the state for deer hunting, along with the zone-specific information, as regulations may differ in each zone. You can also find licensing information, a page listing any new changes to the rules and regulations from the prior year, and important fish and wildlife phone numbers. It is the Bible to us, as we rely on the information and refer to it many times during the course of any hunting season.
Why do and why should women hunt? Contrary to the statistics that more women are currently obtaining hunting licenses for the first time than in previous years, Dr. Mary Zeiss Stange, author of Heart Shots, Women Write About Hunting, claims that prior to World War II, American women hunted in significant numbers and were often featured regularly in outdoor periodicals like Forest and Stream, Field and Stream's precursor, in the late 18 and early 1900s. However, after the war, society began to push more traditional family values, and women were actively discouraged from outdoor pursuits such as hunting. However, in reality, women have been hunting all along. Dr. Stange reported in her book that women hunt for the same reasons men do, and that they derive the same sorts of satisfaction from hunting: the thrill of the chase, the challenge to maintain your composure when every muscle in your body is trembling and shaking, yet you must maintain that composure in order to achieve a quick, clean, and ethical kill. The desire to get back to nature, the experience to see and feel yourself as a predator. These desires are ageless as well as genderless. And while so many people are concerned with the food they eat, the idea of taking responsibility for what you eat rather than purchasing it from the store, where potentially unhealthy practices may have occurred during the processing of those foods, including wild game meat to your diet, offers an alternative to the grocery store and has many health benefits. Putting food on the table that isn't full of steroids, hormones, and artificial preservatives is yet another reason to harvest your own meat. You know where the animal came from, pretty much what it ate, and how it was treated before, during, and after the kill. Venison is one of the lowest in fats, yet highest in proteins of the game animals you can hunt in New Jersey. It can be prepared in a variety of ways and tastes great too. And finally, from a pure conservation standpoint, New Jersey simply has too many white-tailed deer to sustain a healthy population. The carrying capacity, which is the maximum number of species that an area of land can support, for deer is about 10 per square mile. With 7,836 square miles in New Jersey and approximately 200,000 deer, that equals 25.5 deer per square mile. Not only are these deer destroying our woods and forests by competing for the limited food sources, many starve during the winter months due to lack of food. AAA Insurance reported this past October that car accident claims related to deer have jumped 37.4% in New Jersey over the past 3 years. Deer populations must be reduced by at least 40% each year just to remain stable. This means that just to maintain 200,000 deer and not even reduce it to the carrying capacity for the land, 80,000 deer would have to be killed, either by hunters, predation, or vehicles each year. And in the 2013-2014 season, only 51,596 were harvested during New Jersey's very liberal hunting season. Because of their overpopulation, the deer are destroying their own habitat.
Once you've made the decision that hunting is something you might be interested in, the next decision is, how will I hunt? In New Jersey, you can either bow or gun hunt, although there are restrictions on which species you can hunt with which tool. If you decide on bow hunting, there are 3 different types of bows to choose from: the traditional bow, the compound bow, and the crossbow. If you decide to hunt with a gun, you can either use a shotgun or a muzzleloader. All offer different challenges and different benefits to the individual hunter, and depending on your specific personal goals, any and all could offer a great hunting experience. The next part of how would be based on what species you are hunting, but for this presentation, let's say it is a white-tailed deer. You could hunt from a ground blind, you could hunt from a climber, you could hunt from a lock-on stand, you could hunt from a ladder stand, you could still hunt from the ground, or you could stalk your prey from the ground. Again, all methods offer various benefits as well as challenges.
So, if you do make the decision to join the distinctive group of women hunters, one of your first steps is to complete a New Jersey Hunter Education course. New Jersey Fish and Wildlife distributes a DVD that you must watch and then complete a workbook, which is also available online. You can schedule your testing at www.nj.wildlifelicense.com. Students must be at least 10 years old, and if under 18, must have the written parental consent form with them for their field test. Make sure that you have your workbook completed when you show up on your scheduled testing date, and that you have practiced with the type of bow or firearm you plan to hunt with. Finally, to quote Art Williams, "I'm not telling you it's going to be easy, but I am telling you it's going to be worth it."